Hello friends and welcome back for episode 27 of our Rogue Legacy Let's Play. Today we are going to be barbarian queening our way through the castle with Lady Teresa III. 94 strength, 60 magic, 161 armor. Things are looking good for us. We've got plenty of size and a Charon's Obol, which will ensure that whatever gold we end up with will remain for the next run. I do want to bring your attention very briefly though to the companion of the Sloth King tree branch, which over on the left side here is the Cat King tree branch. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar in particular with BlazBlue, but there's a character named Rachel who has a couple of companions, and one of them is a big squishy yellow cat, and there's actually a face right about there. I'm going to try and fly so you can see it, where my sword is pointing, right about there. It's got like little pouchy jowls and a silly kind of closed eyes face going on. Anyway, I don't know, I just noticed that and I thought it was kind of funny. And then down here we've got like X'd out eyes panda face or something. I don't know what that is. But I find all of the trees to have a lot of character to them. So with that, let's head on in for another episode to begin. Oh, right. The Charon's Obol applies to this run, not the one afterward. Never mind, I'm a big dummy. Alright, so yeah, that 11 gold, we're gonna hang on to that. Big money, no whammy, all the way to the bank. Alright, so what are our goals for today? Usual stuff, honestly. We're not doing anything particularly too exotic. We're gonna try and clear stuff out, get some equipment, try and get a record gold, if we can, record gold find, record gold, obtaining skill, whatever the hell you want to call it. The most gold that we can possibly get. I don't know why my brain just is melting already. It's not even hot out today. I'm actually recording. It's kind of late. It's like 10 p.m. This is a rainy night. Got a chest already. Okay, with an armor increase +2. I like the way this is going to be. Now that all of our runes are taken, we don't really have to worry about, how we're going to upgrade certain really expensive stats at times. They're just going to fall into our lap. Because whenever we find a chest that would have normally had some runes in it, it's just going to have an upgrade, straight up, so keeps things moving. I like that. It's going to save us a lot of gold in the long run. I got to remember I don't have double jump. I still do have the Grace rune on, however, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Things will be easier than perhaps normal. Okay, we've got these two guys here, which are actually mini-bosses, which should guarantee me either a piece of equipment or possibly just another, upgrade, which is fine. I'm not going to argue with upgrades. I would like to take some of these guys out, which is why I need to freaking remember to use... What is that flame going to do? It's just going to hang in the air there, apparently. Ah, jeez. Should have foosed again. I foosed when I should have fast? I don't know what the opposite of a foos is. Oh yeah, that doesn't make him stop shooting projectiles entirely. Anyway, alright, so that's cleared out. Oh, there's a chicken running around down here, and it actually can hurt you. I didn't realize that. That's fine. So we get as our reward a Guardian chestplate. I was told in the comments that someone mentioned, well, I was not told that someone mentioned, I was told directly by someone who mentioned that getting all the equipment might take you to, like, New Game Plus Plus or some ridiculous, or Plus Plus Plus, like, up to 5 or some silly thing like that. The pacing must change drastically then if that's the case, because so far it seems like we're on track to get the rest of the equipment in fairly short order, actually, I would think. Unless certain parts of the equipment are held out, which is entirely possible to, certain tiers are only for certain level playthroughs. Not level, but like certain tier playthroughs when we get to New Game Plus 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 or something like that. So we'll see if that's the case. I feel like it maybe, but so far it hasn't given me that indication aside from not revealing the 5th tier of equipment yet. I figured it was just gonna, end up, maybe that 1 tier would be the thing at the end. I'm doing really poorly today. This is my first run of the day's recording session, so I have to say I might be a little bit rusty. Maybe a lot rusty, actually, because I'm sort of running into just about everything. It's the mark of terrible play that I have to eschew. Oh, we've got a nice chest over here with a ranger sword. Cool, a new sword. I feel like I've gotten almost all the swords now, right? I mean, there's like, what, 3 more? I don't know, I gotta look at my list again. It should show you how this rune or each equipment piece fits onto your slots on whatever particular area that is. Just so you don't have to wonder, you can just go, oh, well, alright, now I know. I was thinking the other day, like, what's up with the fact that I could play this many episodes of Rogue Legacy and it's still so freaking exciting every time? Like, I don't have any, apprehensions about playing this. I never feel like I'm getting jaded or bored of it. And I don't know, I think it's a combination of good game design and a really repeatable, really fun formula. And I think... Oh, I was expecting to get another piece of equipment out of that, but that would have been a little much. But I think that pretty much any way you stretch this concept, just like the way they did with 10 million, I don't think I would get bored of it. I think I would just keep playing. So, word to developers out there, if you're looking to make a very accessible formula for a game that people like me will play for a long time, that's how you do it. Hey, that one didn't turn into running chicken. Maybe I did something better there. Alright, so we're already at 9,999 gold, and bam, there we go. We have now added a digit to our readout. I'm pretty happy about that. We haven't even made it to the forest yet. I am sort of thinking today might be the day we start challenging the second area's boss. And of course, for anybody out there that didn't really notice, this is of course New Game Plus. So I have already gone through all the bosses one time. It's just about how I want to pace the second path through the bosses, because I'm sort of wondering if it's going to be worth bothering to chase down all the bosses again and again and again. Maybe I just want to get to, New Game Plus ×1, and just sort of ride out into a blaze of glory, and see what my best runs could be from there. I mean, really, the further I get, yes, the harder the enemies get, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to challenge myself to that extent. Maybe I just want to farm gold, Who knows? If the end-all, be-all goal is to get 100% everything, though, then maybe I will have to go on. And same goes with, the stats and attributes. If I want to get to 75 out of 75 health upgrades, I'm probably not going to be capable of doing that with the amount of gold that's going to be necessary for some of those end-game-ish numbers. I don't even know what they are, but I have a feeling they're going to be very, very high. So, I mean, right now, if we can pull a run that's, like, over 6,000, we should be good to go. We can buy at least one, if not two, attributes. Once we get into, 10 more points away from where I am, maybe I need, like, 10,000 to be able to buy anything. Granted, yes, there are plenty of other runes and other pieces of equipment and such that I can worry about, and there will be more than enough things to spend my gold on, so not worried about that in any way. But if I do want to keep upgrading and upgrading the same stats, eventually they are going to sort of cap out for what I'm capable of doing in terms of my gold find or gold abilities. Still, though, I think we're a little ways away from that being a problem yet. I think we still have at least another, like, 4 or 5 runs before we hit any new walls in terms of our ability to make progress in attributes. I think so far we're doing pretty well for that. I mean, I make a little bit of progress every time. Whether it's consequential or not, it's something. I haven't really gone too many runs that are just like, hey, we didn't do anything at all, and let's just start scratch. No, we don't do that too often. Alright, so I believe we've now entered the forest. That makes me want to check, though. Okay, we still got another castle room over on the left. Yeah, I kind of want to go check that out. Is there a teleport point that is useful? I guess this one's close enough. Oh, that is the opening room, of course. Alright, so we're going to make our way right. I definitely want to put that dash rune back at some point, because that's still messing me up that I don't have that. Oh, right, no double jump means downward. Okay, well, let's just screw that up. Go over that. It's really hard to downward thrust on top of these things when they're, hanging in the air random various, like, weird points, and I have to make sure that my flying does not get in the way, because when I hit down to thrust downward, it just flies downward. Oh, thank you, Spike Ball, for stopping my fall there. I almost took a nasty spill. So, without really trying all that hard, we seem to have reached what could be one of our best runs from prior days. That was a sword wall. I'm not really super concerned with that. Oh, there is a room over here to our left, though, I want to check out. Okay, excuse me. Let's smack you for a minute. There you go. Not even a problem. Either of you pictures? Nope, neither of you want to fight. I could really use some more HP if we could maybe pull that together. What's up with this table and chair? Anything? Nope. And below us... there's a bunch of gold in that one. This feels like there's going to be a secret somewhere. I'll just keep running for the time being, and we'll catch it on the way back. Alright, Spike Ball! Oh, we got double chicken. Maybe that chicken will kill itself on the spikes. I don't know what happens with chicken if you leave it alone for too long. There we go. Well, I guess it gets slimy and gross. Gives off salmonella and all of that. Slimy chicken's like really gross, by the way. It's like the one thing, like when I handle, this is gonna sound so bad, but like when I handle meats of various varieties, I always I wash my hands so many times. I'm like super paranoid about that. I don't want to get food poisoning. Whoa, look at that coin! It just fell right through the floor. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of like good hygiene in general when you handle raw meat. Like, just wash the crap out of your hands all the time. Like, the last thing you need is like gross bacteria growing all over your kitchen. I don't know how we got onto this weird side road here, but you know, it feels good sometimes. You take a little tangential turn for craziness. What's up in the Maya today? Is there anything going on up here? Any chests worth noting? Amazing chests ahead I would like to know about, if there are any. I am now nearly 200 levels, or I mean 100 levels over some of these enemies, yet they still mostly could beat my butt. I don't really want to hang out here. This place just sort of sucks unless you have to be here. The forest is like way more fun. I mean, I'm not like super enthusiastic about the forest either, but it's like it's definitely better than this. Let's get out of here. Make like a tree and leaf. I wonder who the first person was to think up that little line. They must have felt they were so clever. Probably said it to all their friends. This is the wrong place. Why would I do that? This is the forest. I thought for some reason that I had wandered into the forest before. What? Just teleported me to the room below the place I actually teleported. It's pretty weird. I still haven't figured out what these stupid blinky things are in the background in the forest. People have said that they're like stars blinking. What the hell's going on in here? This is a terrible place to be. They don't feel like stars to me. I feel like the Stars Bravo team. Featuring the Master of Unlocking. If we could just get rid of this visionary, I would feel a lot better about things. I'm gonna walk through this room a dozen more times, aren't I? Alright, sure, let's just keep fighting him. Okay, I'm out of MP, and now I can't do anything about him, so that was a total waste. Got a duo of skittering wolves who may or may not try to make my life a living hell. Alright, cool. That didn't work out too badly for me. It worked out pretty poorly for them, though. Yeah, and just like I predicted... Okay, we got an angry knight here. He's gonna charge me. I kinda don't even want to hang out in this room at all. This is a sort of a dickish forest spawn area, isn't it? Probably one of the lesser easy places to deal with. A lot of times I get a pretty lucky draw when it comes to the forest, with the exception of like some of those gauntlet rooms where there's just a bunch of dudes with the flinging around giant balls. I'm not a fan of dudes with the giant balls like that. They just want to, you know, hit you with them and make a nuisance out of themselves. There it is. Take no damage. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I may actually end up dying trying to get this chest. You know, just kind of want to go for it anyway, though, because I'm a big dummy. I'm trying to see if there's a pattern to the way these things move. I think there is. Yeah, I think they're all set on their own trajectories every single time. Yep, there's that one that goes down and to the right. There's the ones that go up and to the left. So where is the safe point? Because I can't just charge into this whole mess. I gotta have a plan, right? I'm pretty sure I have to have a plan for this to work. There's not a lot of ways that I can get through this situation without taking a hit. I have to be real crafty. I'm going to use my Geometry Wars skills here. No, I'm not. I'm just going to get hit if I do that. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Solved that problem. I actually just fell and then got stuck on that ledge before I had time to react. So that was pretty silly. And will I die before I even get a chance to find another HP up? Probably. Guess we could hang out in this room for a while. Not sure that would really help. Maybe I can find a fountain. They still... Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Well, that'll be game then. Still, it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot worse, though, so I'm not super upset about it. We've got an assassin with Dextrocardia and Nostalgic Quantum Translocator. Drops and teleports to your shadow. I'm not a huge fan of any of those traits, really. Makes it annoying to look at, makes it annoying to play, and also the spell is not super useful. Got a dragon. We're going to re-roll. A very funny thing happened with the dragon after I'd played as it another time. I straight up, like, split audience that were like, how dare you play this guy again, versus, like, you should really play as the dragon again. I don't know, it's mixed signals. 21,000 gold. I actually ended up with more than I expected there. So I should be able to buy a bunch more stuff. Let's see what I need to do over here. I know I got another sword. Oh, it's a super old sword. So yeah, I guess that's not really going to help me out a whole lot. We've just got a couple more swords down here, and then tier 5. And I can buy all kinds of equipment if I really wanted to. I don't think I want to, though. And what was this new guardian chest plus to armor? The one I have is, wait a minute, it's not as good as, wait a minute, what? Is it just because it's super heavy? No, that's 5 more, but it has more armor. So what's the point of this one, then? Because it's purple? So that one is just straight objectively better. The 5 weight is, like, not a thing to worry about. Okay, well, sure, let's be gold, then. I'll be gold. You want to be gold with me, guys? We'll be gold together. We could have crit stuff. I still have the crit damage deal going on. Yeah, let's just, okay, we'll be gold. We'll go hang over here, and we'll go see what else we can buy. So 3,200 for that. We can get another death defy if we want. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to do the mana cost for 5%. Yeah, that's totally worth it to me. We'll get level 2 of that. Potions are level 2. I could just hit a whole bunch of magic damage or magic mana up. You know, both of these are not bad things to have. But I have sort of really trained myself in a crit build. I'm going to do another one of those, and another one of these. And maybe we should do a couple more armor? I know people have said downward strike. I never use it, though, if you've noticed. It seems like a waste to me to put more into that. We'll do another 41, 45. What's the most expensive thing here? Maybe, oh, it's 55. Yeah, I can't buy any of those. Invulnerability times 4,200. Alright, let's just do that. There we go. We'll level some of the off stuff that we don't usually touch too often, and then we'll just head back in and do another run. No guarantee that I will necessarily feel compelled to push us forward at any given moment, but if the desire strikes me, I will not deny it. What's up here? Nothing at all. And pretty... oh, okay. Well, almost really low drops until all that happened at the end. So this is where I will now try and focus myself so I don't just run into all the enemies. That was a crap ton of gold that I basically got for no good reason. I feel like my reach is particularly good today. I wonder why. Am I larger than normal? I feel like I'm rather normal-sized, or average-sized for myself. How are we doing for damage? Crits are definitely great. We're doing almost 300 damage per crit and 128 per hit. Yeah, that's definitely not bad. I think we could do a lot worse. What's going on over here? We've got a couple angry paintings, maybe just one. Oh, well, alright, well, there's a hit. Kinda didn't want to have that happen. If I'm real skilled, can I just, like, fly over these spikes? I'm just gonna, like, jam myself straight into them, aren't I? I really want the gold. That was so within it. Alright, well, I capitalized on my invulnerability time being slightly higher than normal. I have 545 health, which is not bad, but definitely still could be better. You know, the Barbarian King and Queen are definitely some of my favorites just for the fact that, you know, the amount of sheer damage that they can absorb is kind of unparalleled. Oh, great, good job. And the invulnerability wore off exactly in time for me to take another stupid hit. Is this painting gonna come alive? Nope. I'll catch that gold bit on the way back down. Just a regular old gold chest. I think it's always that. Just for some reason I always think, like, maybe this time it'll be something better. Oh, I missed it. I'll go back. There we go. Alright, well, I guess we're not doing too bad for health considering how much that heals me for. The Maya is not, again, where I want to be. I mean, I knew that's where we were going from that teleporter there, but we're not going to stick around. I don't see a point. Thought about taking the spike ball. It's a nice spell, definitely, but I'm pretty happy with the axe. I'm mostly thinking in case I need to run into a position where I need to throw stuff through a wall. It's real useful to have a spell or ability that actually allows me to hit stuff like that. So I'm real tired of that garbage happening where it's just constantly something on the other side of a wall to get a rune and I just can't do it, so screw that noise. Alright, down we go. Oh, okay, well, I'll just run into that then. I don't remember the gold pieces, like, sliding down slants before. Did that always happen? Probably did. Okay, I thought I could jump over that. Apparently, I am denied. Oh, I really enjoy one-shotting all that stuff. That felt real nice. Sort of like justice for all the money I've spent now on upgrading some of these things that a lot of people think are kind of useless. Or would prefer that I upgraded magic stats instead. I don't know, I don't play as magic characters all that often. We talked about this before, though. Alright, I was just gonna see what was in there. Basically just gold. I mean, good stuff, nonetheless. Gotta get used to there not being quite as many runes and things to run into. I got on a bit of a binge of rune finding, and now it's just all gonna come to a halt. You know, it was good days, we had a good time with it, but all good things must come to an end, as they say. Maybe they'll add DLC runes or something someday. Oh yeah, there's a nice little gold fountain there, I enjoyed that. I'll just make sure I take a hit on both sides of that, that way I can make good use of my invincibility frames. I said earlier in this run, I was like, I'm going to concentrate, I'm going to make sure I don't run into stuff as much, and then I just proceed to run into basically everything. Typical scumbag Nick, right? That's how I roll. Alright, so we're going to go down, down, and left. I know what you're expecting, it wasn't going to happen. Down, down, and... well, did I say left? I meant right. You ever do that, like, you just mix up left and right, even though you, like, have zero problem differentiating those two things? Sometimes you just say them backward for some... it's like some sort of weird, you know, it's like dyslexia, but it's like mental dyslexia about a direction. I don't know what that's called. Mentalexia? That sounds like a really exotic lady's name. I'm gonna go for dinner with Mentalexia. Or maybe it sounds like a debilitating disease, I'm not sure. You be the judge. What's up with this? Okay, a little bit of health back. Defeat all enemies for a chest. Alright, this is my kind of challenge. Let's do it. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. I should probably use my paladin ability occasionally. I will just not do that, though. Oh, wait. I did it. Did you see me? Aren't you proud? Aren't you proud, Mom? I used my Y ability like a good boy. Alright. Missiles. Yeah, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Because the challenge isn't take no damage, so I actually have a chance. Oh, of course that picture's gonna come alive. Can't just be done, right? What fun would that be? Alright, back up we go. And we get a HP increase plus 5. What is our normal up is a 10-point up, right, per stat bonus? So it's like, it's a nice little mini stat upgrade. But considering, what are we spending now, like 4K per HP up? That's actually a pretty big bonus. It's basically like finding 2,000 gold for now. I mean, I'm sure it's going to scale differently depending on how far into the game we are. But for now, it's still a pretty nice thing. It's only just going to get better. The value will increase. It will be a circus of value, so to speak. Alright, so these guys are locked up here. I don't really want to bother with them, but I'm going to anyway, because they just bug me. And I'll feel better when they're gone. Oh, just so I can taunt myself with all this gold I can never have. Oh well. Wow, did you see those dodges? That was silly. I don't even really mean to do that. It just worked out. Angry Star. No problem. And downward. We have reached the land of Doffness. Probably don't need anything down here, so let's just take... oh, there's not really a good elevator, is there? I guess we'll just go back up. Elevator? It's more like a teleporter, but you know what I mean. Oh, forgot that chandelier there, so we're gonna go up and to the right. And we'll continue to look for equipment if possible. I think since we're not really getting a whole lot of equipment, that might mean that we've gotten most of the random stuff, and now it's just all about, you know, getting to the next tier or something. Oh, so this... okay, so this came up in the comments the other day. I forgot. Basically, I thought it was randomly generated, like, to a certain extent, but it's really not. You can memorize the path down, and it's just mirrored sometimes, so I'm not sure which direction I'm supposed to head in. Nope, I failed. Let's see if we can remember that now. So let's take this path, which is, I think, the one I usually take, and then we'll go down what, all the way to the right? No, that's not it either. I'm kind of a dummy because I've done this a few times. Alright, let's trace it back from the other side. There is always pretty much some chicken legs in here. There are always some chicken legs, so I'm not too upset about that. Alright, so the path is a snaky, windy one. So we want to go down where it is directly next to the furthest one. So it's the second over on either the left or the right. And we're going to head all the way left, and all the way left, and all the way down. And that should take us to the proper place. Okay. So we're going to diagonally traverse, and we just have to make the judgment call of if it's straight and then curved versus what's going on this side. Straight and then a dead end. So we want to go straight and then curved. And this one's like an L shape. Alright. I'm going to try and remember this. I'm sure I'll forget again, but I just want to make a note right now for myself. I have the greatest chance of remembering if I repeat it a bunch of times to myself. And what's up with this? Where's the forest? Did I go the wrong way here? What's going on? Oh, there's more. Wait a minute, what? Isn't... Oh, it's the boss room. What am I kidding? Like, come on, what is... Just getting myself all worked up and confused, thinking that the teleporter meant that meant we were at the forest, and it was just the boss room, because I'm just too silly for words, apparently. I don't even, like, understand anything anymore. Alright, so we get a whole bunch of gold out of this. We got another 14k run. 15k run so far. And we are not quite out yet. We've still got a few more chicken legs in us. There we go. And we are into the forest area. I will probably promptly proceed with the triple P alliteration to just wander into whatever flames, spirits, elementals, and baddies that I can find. We are now 16-3. Gold is racking up like a monster combo, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing. Monster combos? What is that? That's from something, right? There were monster combos and they're monster kills. Does Killer Instinct have monster combos? It should. If it doesn't yet, they should add them as downloadable content. Imagine that's a combo pack for Mortal Kombat, or for Killer Instinct. What am I talking about? Holy shit. Yeah, I'll just walk right through that and not take a hit. I don't know how I pulled that off. There should be a secret chest in here, but there is not, so I guess I'll just make my way back through this. Much easier to go in this direction. Oh, and I'll just pick up a chicken leg on my way, too. Actually, I wasn't too far off saying a combo pack for Mortal Kombat, considering they did have all kinds of, like, unlockable alternate costumes that were exclusive to different retailers when the game launched, which really bugged me, because I actually... I was still working at GameStop at the time when that came out, and I really wanted the reptile skin, and I don't believe it was exclusive to GameStop, so it was like, okay, a GameStop employee has to go to Best Buy to get a game that they could get their employee discount on. It's like the silliest crap. And of course, what do you know, it goes on sale later on anyway, for... I don't know, it was like 240 points or 400 points or some stupid thing. Like, see, you're making us pay for costumes because you made the character look kind of ugly in the first place. So we just want the character to look like the way we remembered it, but to do that we have to pre-order it from another retailer than the store we potentially work for. I don't know, it's not everybody has the same situation, but it just was sort of frustrating for me. I think in general these like retailer exclusive DLC items need to just stop, just straight up, just stop. They fragment the user base of games, and they just cause nothing but just frustration, I find anyway. I don't know, maybe somebody's for it. I'm sure the retailers are for it. I'm not particularly for it, though. Can we stop with this dude? The I always think he says Chintex, but it's a Chaintex. It's like a sweet chin guard for when you're sparring. You get your Chintex in, and then if somebody, you know, knocks you one right in the jaw, you don't have to worry so much. Is this skittering wolf gonna put me out? I'm not up for that. I'd much rather not die yet. I have a lot of play left to do. Skeleton archer, somebody here is going to be a problem for me, right? That guy can't do a whole lot. Alright, that's a lot of gold all of a sudden. And we're almost up to another 20k run. Maybe that's going to be the standard for us, is we're going to shoot for like 20k most of the time. Alright, that guy's down. Another magician, perfect. Make sure we don't get spiked there at the end. You never know, I could still do it on the way back. Kind of wish I had a little bit more, like, vampirism or something, because it seems like a shame to lose at this point. I'm Sure, it's only a matter of moments until I bite the big one. Is there anything I can do about this room? Well, I could just not go in it, because really the potential here is just for me to kill a couple of enemies. Oh, there's a little bit of gold. Okay, I guess that... Yeah, this is not going to happen. I guess I could have, like, shielded through it? Does that work? Can I shield stuff underneath me? I don't even know. What's up with this room? This is a really stupid room. I don't want it. Oh, it's huge, too. What's going on here with the map? This is, like, a big chunk of secret room? I don't understand what this is. Maybe I need some kind of special ability to see it. Very mysterious. I don't know. So where does that put us then? We want to go back all the way to the left. And we'll probably walk into a trap by then. Alright, so far so clear. My memory is like 3 seconds long, so as soon as I walk out of a room, it is basically instantly forgotten and replaced. This is quite an interesting thing that it does for the ephemerality of memory, if you think about it. Like, human minds are really only capable of handling so many bits of input, right? So we've got all these, like, endless experiences that are randomly generated that are kind of really similar to each other, but slightly different. And when you think about it, you're just subjecting your memory and your mind to, like, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of similar permutations. Yeah, I knew that was going to be it. Well, I'm not sure how much I had to talk about on that tangent anyway, but it just seems like an interesting thing. Like, what's that going to do to our ability to retain any sort of level of functional cognition when it comes to the long term if we're constantly exposing ourselves to that kind of stuff? I guess we'll be another paladin? Yeah, why not? And so we've got 20,000 more gold to spread around. I sort of feel like I just want to pick a stat and just, like, go nuts on it. What should I do with that? Should I do that? Should I just spend it all on, like, health or damage? Let's just spend it all on damage. What do you say? We're pretty far away from it. Let's see if we can we'll get to 30, and then we'll put one more in that, and another 3-9 on crit. Okay, so yeah, the gold's flying out fast and furious into these stats. I know I could be spending them on other things. I'll probably do one level that's like 20k gold straight into magic stuff. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, one more little recap here just to remember. So we've got most of the swords, most of everything, honestly. So we're pretty close to having most of the stuff we need in equipment. Our runes are totally done. I just might want to consider buying all of them, but that's going to add up real fast for how much these runes are going to start to cost. I do have all the gold find ones unlocked, which is kind of a nice thing. And, you know, with that, I guess we will wrap up another fairly successful episode of Rogue Legacy. I mean, yeah, it could have gone a little better at times. I was a little sad that it ended as soon as it did with that last one, but you never know. Sometimes, you know, getting 20k sounds great, and it sounds like we're on top of the world, and then maybe next run we'll just get, you know, 40k or some stupid thing. Maybe we'll set the record way, way higher. Anyway, I hope you guys will come back and check that out, because I'm going to try and do that next run, I suppose, with another paladin, who average HP, decent damage, okay magic, and spike balls. I think it's going to be a good run. So let me know if you guys are still enjoying the series, of course. Any comments, criticisms, suggestions are all welcomed in the comments if you'd like to let me know whatever's going on in your world, or answer any of the myriad questions that I pose during this nonsensical rambling that we call a Let's Play. Feel free to engage me right there, and let me know, of course, any support you can offer is always appreciated. You know, whether that be comments or likes, whatever you got, I will be graciously and humbly happy to accept it. But that is going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Be sure to come back again real soon. New episodes going up pretty much every day since, I don't know, about a month ago now. We'll keep them coming as long as you guys are still interested, for as long as this game stays fun. So, that's going to do it, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.